over the past few days on the news, someone caught Governor Romney at a $50,000 head fundraiser. Anybody see that?
Yeah, I watched that whole video.
Yeah, I saw that. And I think we gotta be clear how we feel and where we stand, and where President Obama stands, and where Sherrod Brown stands.
Woo!
You know, there's somewhere in this room, there's a single woman who has a couple of kids who maybe takes advantage of the earned income tax credit. Her kids may be on Medicaid, so they have health care. Mitt Romney would say you're a freeloader, and we say you carry one of the great titles in the history of America. In this hall here. Students may be taking advantage of the Pell Grant that President Obama. Some students may be benefiting from the banks being out of the student loan business so that you can Mitt Romney would call you a mooch, but we call you the future job creator. You know, we have a great family here, family of Adam Hamilton, who served this country so nobly. He lost his life serving us in Afghanistan. Give a big round of applause to his family. And you know, there may be some vets who are here, vets in this country somewhere, veterans who have served our country. Country and maybe come back and need a little rehabilitation, need a little health care, they qualify for veterans benefits, they maybe take advantage of the GI Bill that President Obama pushed so hard for. Mitt Romney would call them a dependent. You know what we call them? Soldiers and Marines. Here, maybe worked at a steel mill in Youngstown and a rubber mill in Akron. Worked hard their whole lives, played by the rules, and when they got old enough, they got on the Medicare program, and maybe if they didn't make enough, they would have to access the Medicaid program to make sure that they could stay in a nursing home. And then Ryan budget wants to privatize the Medicare program and cut Medicaid by $800 billion. Mitt Romney would call those folks victims. We call them members of the greatest generation. So remember, when we start the work here today after we see President Obama, we've got a lot of work to do. And I want you to remember something. A couple of years ago, we had an election in Ohio. Our candidate for governor, Governor Strickland, lost that race by 70,000 votes. That comes down to about 2 or 3 votes per precinct in Ohio. 2 or 3 votes per precinct in Ohio. If everybody in this room dedicates 1 hour a week for the next 40-some days, we will make sure that Barack Obama wins Ohio and Mitt Romney.
filtering that stuff out.